Hello, hello, hello. We are back with episode 8.
Okay, Capítulo 8, Chapter 8, Episode 8.
I love me some Calle 8. Okay, and they're doing that. Okay, we're super excited to be back. This is Going with the Flow. And what's your name? Marisa. And I'm Trisha. And we are super excited to be here. And we got a lot to talk about today. And we always have a lot to talk about, right? Guys, 2 things that are super exciting to talk about today are buy now, pay later options. We love to shop, especially when I can pay later. Absolutely, I'm going to pay later. And then Marisa found a great story because a lot of you have been talking about wine. So I wonder why. So Sip Smart Wine 101. So
Calorie check, ladies.
yeah, she's calorie check. And then we'll do all the usuals, okay? So let's jump right in. Buy now, pay later.
So this episode, or this part of the episode, is dedicated to my really good friend, Deborah. She is, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to. She's a shopaholic. So anywhere there's a TJ
I love you, Deborah.
or a Marshall,
Shopaholics.
she's there. And it's at least, I mean, I don't know, Deborah, you may be doing it at midnight for all I know, but she does it often, weekly. So she recommended, we were at happy hour last week, that we talk about the buy now, pay later, or better known as the BP Now program. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So thanks, Deborah, because we are active users of the buy now, pay later platforms. And some of them do require a credit check and some don't.
It's a popular,
yeah,
and it's a popular shopping habit for those that have a really big shopping attitude.
We're going to buy, a really nice purse, okay, nice handbag or some really nice sneaks. Kind of want to hide the purchase from, the hubs. I might buy now, pay later, right? And I might explore those options. So I love it. Now, I don't necessarily have a preference on which platform, but when I'm shopping at, Pottery Barn, I bought like new towels and new sheets, right? They're kind of pricey, right? So but I buy them on sale, but they offer, I think that one is Affirm or
Pottery Barn
Afterpay. Oh my God, look at her. Like you want to know where she was this past weekend with her staycation?
But consumers appreciate being able to pay a small amount now,
right,
and pay later. And you know what? Shoppers tend to order more. I know sometimes I'll tend to order more, so it's great for the economy.
Absolutely. And so you don't have a preference, right? You're just going with like whoever you're using, and then they offer it, and you're like, so maybe I'll check the Affirm just to see what's available.
Well,
check. I mean, Apple, PayPal.
So, I know a lot of people that have never used it, but the first time I came in contact with it and kind of just fell across it, I was buying something at Target that was $53, and it came up like, would you like to buy now and pay later? I'm like, well, what the heck?
Well, you were buying online though, right?
Yeah. Okay, online. Okay. Yeah, whatever it was, but it was online. So, I'm like, well, I mean, it's only $53, but what is this buy now, pay later? Like, I don't want dings on my credit report. I don't want credit checks. And I tried it. And I liked it. And it was a small purchase. I haven't done it with large purchases yet. But man, what a amazing option. So what's the one you use?
Right. I mean, I use them all. I mean, my go-to is probably PayPal just because I've had a PayPal account forever. And I love me some Will Ferrell commercials on PayPal. But I tend to go with the ones that are offered the most, right? And so I don't necessarily use them all the time, but right, we're trying not to use our credit cards as much and all that stuff. So you know what? I'm going to wait till next paycheck, and just kind of hide it under the rug, that kind of stuff. And so I'll use what's ever available. I have personally used Klarna. Is that how you say it? Klarna, Afterpay, PayPal, and Affirm. I've been happy with all of them. I do, depends on what it is. I might delay the purchase and pay it all at once, or I'll do the payments. Like usually it's like every 2 weeks you're paying something like on a payday. But great, right? You spend $100 and they're going to charge you, $25, $30 every paycheck for the next 4 paychecks. That's a drop in the bucket, right? That's lunch. That's a bottle of bubbles real quick, unseen expenditures that I look really cute in, right?
Well, I mean, I like the buy now, pay later. I'm very weary or leery, I should say, not weary, leery of it, um, because I don't like dings on my credit score, and I don't like anything that has. I want my credit to be immaculate. So I did a little bit of reading on it, and I know that the last couple of days, FICO, which is the company that reports our credit,
Right.
is going to start taking a hit with missed payments. So if you have missed payments on your buy now, pay later, you will start taking a hit on your credit score.
I didn't even know we could do that. I didn't even know it was an option. I mean, so honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if you're stretching out the payments, right? You're trying to do it for whatever reason. It could be financial. It could be you're trying to skirt some expenditures.
Or you have like 10 buy now, pay laters.
That's a lot, right? That's a lot. And like pay it off. Yes, I've been guilty of having 2 or 3 at one time, trying to keep track, like, ooh, how much is going to come out this paycheck?
Right.
But honestly, I did not know that you could miss it.
But I guess you can. There's late payment fees for missing them.
Because, I mean, it's automatic. So it must mean that you might not have money in your account.
Maybe you're getting it from your secret stash, Julia Roberts account. Yeah, you're going to run away and you have this secret account that you're going to find right. So, yeah, beware of the late payment fees if you have an account that you're just doing,
Okay, so FICO's going to report these that are late payment.
They are late payment.
And is it on all of them, do you think?
I haven't researched all of them, but I know that you will take a hit. Some of them do have late payments. I've never done a late payment because I usually do PayPal. That's the 4 payments. I like the PayPal one because I already have an account.
Yeah.
I haven't really used Klarna. So, but you do want to Google that and make sure that the one that you're using, there are pros and cons to each of them.
Yeah. So like Klarna is long-term length. There's one called Sezzle, Sezzle, and they offer rewards. Split It is for international users. Affirm is large purchases.
Sure.
I bought it that one. Affirm. My Pottery Barn expenditure. PayPal Pay for PayPal people. Afterpay is for in-store payments. PerPay, credit building. Zip, paying bills. Zebit, shopping in one place. Bread, which is a loan alternative. Now, I do have a Ann Taylor, Loft, and Sephora cards, and I know that they're associated with Bread because my Bread, I have that app. Yeah,
Bread, like spell that.
Yeah,
Spell
BREAD, like a sandwich.
Bread.
Yeah, bread. Yeah. And then there's Go Cardless, which is for business owners. So some of these I've never even heard of, and again, I tend to go with the ones wherever I'm shopping. White House Black Market. I'm sure Amazon offers it.
Amazon also.
What one is really Amazon?
I think it's through Amazon. It's okay. Now pay later.
Okay. So yeah, lots of good
shoppers unite on that one. That is really the best thing that's happened since whole wheat sliced bread. Okay.
Ooh, bread. Wait, no pun intended. Bread.
No pun intended. Yeah. There's also one called that I just found out called Cherry.
Cherry. Say that way.
So Cherry, I just learned that you can get all of your medical needs paid for through Cherry in equal payments of 4.
Oh, I have a lot of
medical. Let's go to Botox, fillers, lip injections. Those are medical needs, ladies.
They are needs, okay? It's not wants or desires. Their needs.
So there is something called
if you have a problem with it, sorry, all right? I don't judge people who get their boobs done or their butts done or what have you, but I prefer, just like I don't judge people who do Ozempic or Manjaro or any of those. Hey, life is too short. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about everybody else hating on you because you look good and feel good. And if you need to pay later, pay later.
All right. And in the words of Outcast, keep it fresh and clean. So fresh is so clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. Fresh and clean. And we'll be back.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. And so keeping on that fresh and so clean,
refreshing.
So yes, you're going to talk about sipping smart. And so a little bit of wine 101 for those of us that, or all of us actually, that sometimes we're like, you know what, I want to have something light. I ate a lot this morning, or I'm going to eat a lot later, but I want to have a little bit of drink right now. So we want to kind of school you a little bit on wine 101, sipping smart. The calorie counts, the ones that have the least amount of sugar, least amount of carbs, all the way up to the ones that have the most. So Trisha, what is your beverage of choice, a dinner or brunch or?
Okay, so if I'm gonna have dinner, I'm gonna go for bubbles or wine. If I'm gonna go to happy hour, I'm probably gonna go for the hard stuff. I am a avid Crown Royal kind of girl with a little bit of topo.
Okay.
But I do on my wines, I am strictly a white wine girl. And it's because it's the temperature thing. I'm sure taste plays into it, but I just can't do things lukewarm. I have to have it cold. I mean, even right now, we've got this decent wine, bubbles, and I still need some ice, right? I'm that girl. I'm Texas, whatever. So
chilled,
yeah, I like things that are chilled,
refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing.
Okay. So
How about you?
I do like, I like a brut bubbles.
Yeah.
I like brut. I like it dry. But I do love a red wine, and I like a good Pinot Noir. I like a Malbec. But that's if I'm like, I have to be eating something that lends itself to a red wine. I usually don't just have a glass,
Right.
unless there's a meat in front of me.
Steak or something like that.
Sure.
And I'll tell you something real quick, shout out. This is when I miss Edith Arlene the most.
Yeah.
Because this girl has taught me, and you have taught me so much about just wine and bubbles. And I mean, I literally would call or text, I would call her Edie, HEB. I'm in the wine aisle. I'm like, this is what I want. And FaceTime her. And she'd be like, this is what you need. This is how much is it? Nope, that's too much. Put it back. And I'd be like, it's okay, girl. It's only $8.99. No, it should not be $8.99. It should be $6.99. Put it back. I'm like, girl, I can afford the $2. She's like, put it back. I'm going to get you something better, higher quality for the same amount for $8.99.
Sure.
So go ahead.
I at HEB, it's 6 bottles, you get a discount.
I know.
Put it in that little 6 pack there. So with calories, when it comes to wine, calories come from, well, I think in all alcoholic beverages, the calories are going to come from the alcohol content. So if you're
That's
trying
the number one reason.
alcohol content. So if you're trying to keep fit and you want to keep those fit levels in check, here's the skinny, no pun intended. But sugar producers or the wine producers add sugar to make your wine or your whatever wine you're drinking versus red versus white. They make it more palatable. So when they add the sugar, it's obviously going to taste better and people are going to buy it. So the drier you go, the less sugar you're going to have. Dry styles of wine have very little residual sugar. And I think also the alcohol content as well goes down, which makes it less caloric, less sugar. Now, of course, if you're going to have a holiday pour, then that whole fit thing goes out the door, because if you're going to have a holiday pour, which would be this whole glass, right? This whole
Yummy.
glass, that, the calories, but after that, you just keep going, right? But if you're going to be in a fit check, in a fit state of mind when you're having some bubbles, keep your glasses to 5 ounces. If you're going to Chewy's and you want that extra 9-ounce pour, calories are out the door as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So Sauvignon Blanc, that wine is going to be your lowest sugar content and calories. So I have had Sauvignon Blanc before. I remember back, when everybody was doing keto and people still do keto, Sauvignon Blanc was the drink of choice, right? Because
I really enjoy Sauvignon Blanc. I used to be a hardcore for my wine, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Grigio. And of course, back in the day when I first started, I was a Chardonnay girl. Don't like the oaky, don't like the butter. Yeah, but I do like Pinot Grigio. But my good friend Heidi Heichman, she has been the one to turn me on to Sauvignon Blanc. And I will tell you that more happy hours offer Sauvignon Blanc as the happy hour choice, right? Yeah.
So you're doing light and light.
Okay.
So another one, which I found this hard to believe.
Me too.
The Riesling. I'm not a Riesling person because it's to me was always been a dessert wine, too sweet. But if you pick a dry Riesling, of course, that when you go dry, think less calories, less sugar.
Yes, per this article, you will have a world of aromatic bliss with the fraction of the calories
There
with
you
the
go.
dry Riesling.
He doesn't want bliss.
Aroma bliss, right?
Well, I do.
I know. Okay,
All
what's
right.
next?
So the next one, so we have also in that same category are the sparkling. So if you're drinking sparkling wine, which I love,
We're having fruit today.
we have some here. You want to go brut, that's going to be here, or even extra brut, that's going to be even drier. As I know that we had gone to Heath Vineyards in Fredericksburg. They also talked about the caloric content
They
in
did.
their sparkling whites and in their bruts.
Yeah.
Less calories, hardly any sugar in those. So we want to, if you're doing your fit check then and you're trying to be fit that day, go there. Rosé is also your go-to brunch partner.
Rosé.
You're having a good brunch and it's, it's 12, 11:30, 12. You want something light. You don't want to have anything with a lot of alcohol. Go with your rosé. I love rosé. It's so light, so refreshing. And I love knowing that when I'm drinking it, I have that fit check in my mind.
Yeah, and this winemaker article that we share with each other, it says the rosé of Grenache,
Yes.
is a perfect option at just 117 calories per glass. I'll take 10, please.
Okay, but this isn't the glass they're
Right.
talking about.
No.
Big thing here. It is usually a 5-ounce pour is what that measurement is.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk reds. I love red and I love this one. And this is at 121 calories, low sugar. It is a little drier and that is a Pinot Noir. I love the Pinot Noir. It's not so dry that you can't handle it. There's a little bit of a sweet, fruity flavor that comes with it. So Pinot Noir, I love you. And that's the way to go.
I just read a little bit, but maybe you read more than me. Talk about these, if you know, Mari, the canned wines. So what's your take on that? I don't know. If there's nothing else, I will do the canned wine, but I'm just not a fan of canned.
The canned wines are popular. I have had the canned wines before, and also those little cartons, those boxes. They sell it at events.
All right, my friend Jessica she had a big old box in her bedroom. I love that about you, Jessica Gavia.
I don't know. I mean, when I was in college, I would buy the big box wine. So it's God knows how many calories I was consuming.
Well, and we were about price back then, right? Quantity for low price. Now that we are more mature
Right.
and debonair and mindful, we are about quality.
I agree. I think my wine has to come from a bottle, a glass.
Yeah.
I think anything in a glass is fresher. I don't like the tin can. Even if I'm drinking a beer, I want it from a glass.
Pass it up, ladies. Please drink your wine out of a wine glass and drink, your champagne out of a champagne flute or a stemless, and your wine out of a wine glass or the stemless, we don't want to do the paper cups.
We'll get ready to go to New York. So, a couple days. So I know that when you go to those Italian restaurants, actually, they serve their Chianti or their red wines out of those little round glasses.
I do like those.
I like that too, because that
Chianti and fava beans,
that's a whole nother vibe, right? Drinking out of those little glasses, the red wines, that just hits differently. Right?
Yeah.
That wine hits different. That's just a whole Italian vibe. From The Sopranos, that's how they drank it.
Right? What about sangria? Yeah, I do remember. Hello, Tony Soprano.
So sangria,
Gosh,
mucho azúcar,
today.
too sugary. Sangria,
Yeah.
I love it. It's cold, refreshing, but I'll have a glass. But after one, it's too much.
Yeah.
For me.
So, friends, followers, listeners, party goers, what's your favorite wine? That's right. What's your go-to wine? Just tell us. Your everyday at home, need to have a drink, work's been, OMG, I need to chill, right? What is your go-to wine? Real quick, let us know. We want to try it if we haven't, and we might bring it. Today we have
from Walgreens. This $20. Not too bad. 단도장전. It is a brute from California.
Yes, with 12% alcohol. It does not talk about the sugar. ABV. And we are going to have to look up the sugar on this one, but I feel it's pretty dry, right?
Pretty
Because
light.
it's the brute. It's refreshing. I'm enjoying it.
And we like the flow, right?
With my ice, right? Going with the flow.
Cheers to that. Cheers to Bubbles.
To Bubbles, and we'll be right back. All right, and we are back. Going with the flow.
Fresh and so clean.
Right, Marisa and Trisha. Okay, so this is how we close out our episodes. Stream it or skip it. So, first of all, gotta give props to my girl here, Marisa. She told us to watch on Apple Friends and Neighbors, which is a series, and Echo Valley, which is a movie. I've done them both. I did them over the 4th of July weekend.
So you don't have to do your homework. Trisha's done it.
I'm telling you, stream it. Okay, Friends and Neighbors, so good. John Hamm, delicious. He's just delicious, yummy. He's funny. It has Olivia Munn in it. I love her.
Love her.
Yeah,
she's having her own
real good.
Now with her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hang in there, girlfriend.
That's right.
And then Echo Valley with Julianne Moore and Sydney Sweeney. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Man, mother's love, unconditional love. The ending, you're like, son of a gun. Of course it ended like that. So they are definitely streams. Okay. So
Echo Valley, real quick. When I watched it, it's about a mother's unconditional love. The daughter has, issues with
drug abuse,
alcohol. She's in the bad crowd, her boyfriend. And
she's with some really shady people.
Yeah, very shady. But Julianne Moore's character, one of her best friends, totally gets with her, rolls the body, dumps him, does all this to back her up. And I remember texting Trisha, I would always have your back like this.
Amen. And sorry, Marisa's good friend Celia, but I'm just going to use a little bit of a curse word. She's a badass. She's a badass. Okay. Badass is so good. Guys, watch it. There's a couple of little slow spots. You know who else is in it? Trey McDougal from Sex and the City. Kyle MacLachlan. He pays her husband. Love him. One time at band camp. No, not at band camp, but I was in Carmel or Montecito, California, and he was at dinner across from me. My girlfriend. Yes. And so I'm Charlotte's first husband. Yes. And so my girlfriend Leslie and I are like starstruck, right? And my husband and her husband are like, stop looking. And I'm like, I don't care.
Also on Twin Peaks.
Laura Flynn Bull. Love her. San Antonio. Anyways, Kyle MacLachlan is in it. He's great. I pseudo had dinner with him in Carmel or Montecito, California. So anyways, you've got to watch yourself some Echo Valley. Okay. My next one is definitely a stream it, but there's portions of a skip it. Okay. This is on Netflix. It's a couple years older, but it just popped up on my, you gotta see. Love me some documentaries. And this is called Trial 4, the number 4, right? Trial 4. So this goes back. We talked previously about Karen Reed, Boston police corruption. This is also about Boston police corruption. Bad cop gets killed. It's a racist thing. 19-year-old black kid spends 22 years in jail for a crime that he did not commit. Police say he did. He put himself at the scene of the crime unintentionally. He was at Walgreens buying Pampers, and the whole story just takes off. So it's 9 episodes that probably could have been in 6. Okay. I mean, they bring up the whole like Boston Tea Party back in the day. Like they're stretching it out as you get towards the end. Episode 7 and 8. You can fast forward a little bit. It is excellent. Speaking of badass, his attorney, who was like with this Innocence Project, Rosemary Carpuccio or something. She's got an Irish, Catholic French name from Boston. She is amazing. Like, I don't want to get in trouble so she can defend me, but I mean, like, if I get in trouble, I know who to call. Rosemary from Trial 4. So
Good to know.
stream it,
Stream
but
it.
there's portions that you're going to want to skip, but it's later. It's later on.
All right.
Okay. So let's see. How about
Yes, your vibe check. What's your vibe check?
my vibe check? I don't know. Tell me what's my vibe check. I'm feeling pretty good, pretty happy. Is that about it? Is it my mood?
So when we were on break,
Yeah.
we got the phone call.
Oh, thank you, Sebs.
Yes.
Yes,
He
Sebastian.
called for two things.
Yes.
The word of the day.
Yes. Thank you.
And he wanted to know what temperature to wash his jeans in because we're going to New York. and
Great question.
Washing.
Great questions. And what was your advice?
Always wash everything in cold.
Amen.
Okay.
Okay.
Vibe check to make sure someone is having a good time. So Trisha, when you're at Sunnyside, what's your vibe check?
My vibe check is just, I'm on cloud 9. Every Wednesday, Sunnyside Lounge. I love bingo. I love Kayla and Katie. I love the owners. I love taking friends there. It's my happy place locally. Just like the beach is my happy place to go get away. Sunnyside. I love me some Sunnyside. In fact, we're recording today on a Thursday. They have trivia nights. I might just take my little happy nalgas over to Sunnyside tonight and have some.
Sunnyside.
Yeah, it's not hard to find me, but it is truly such a good vibe there.
Great to
Get your vibe check there.
Yes. All right.
How about you? Where's your vibe check place?
My vibe check. Well, I'm hoping my vibe check will be at a Yankees game on Sundays.
Right.
I'm ready to have
So
time.
jealous.
Yes.
And they're playing here.
I don't know because
Okay.
we originally bought tickets to the World Cup final,
Uh-huh.
which is also Sunday.
Oh,
But Sebastian's team did not make it to the finals, so we sold them on Ticketmaster. But now we got to.
did you buy now, pay later for those?
We didn't. Okay, I now pay later. We should have, but we sold them, and now we got to find Yankee tickets for this Sunday's game. My vibe check. I'm speaking it to the universe. Is going to be amazing.
Of course it is. Hello, the Yankees. And you know what? I'm trying to go see an Astros game. We've got to go see an Astros game. Maybe we'll do a cast from there. What do you think? Okay.
All right.
So let's see. We are going to share what we're going to talk about on our episode 9. We're going to talk about road rage. Road rage is still very, very prevalent. And not only the big stories, but your own individual stories. Like, you don't think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like somebody driving fast down your neighborhood, you know, and you going, what's up, right? That's road rage. Road rage can happen, and then they know where you live. So we're going to talk a little bit about that.
Of that.
We are going to talk about panic attacks versus heart attacks, and we're really going to bring some men into that. And then,
Difference.
Mhm.
What to look for.
yes, because I've had a panic attack, and a lot of you have been asking for this, so we're going to talk about top happy hour spots in San Antonio.
Where's your vibe check at?
And our vibe check is that we are going to bring our little guy, SA Boy Explorer Joey, from behind the camera to this side because Joey tells us great places to go to.
Got it.
So,
Bring him in the mix. He's going to be our guest speaker.
absolutely featured guest, Joey.
Love it.
So, love all of you. Hope you're enjoying us. Please engage with us. Give us more topics. Engage on social media.
And
And
for the sneak check.
here we go. Oh, we got to do sneak cam. Sneak cam. My Vejas.
Gotcha.
Okay. Very comfy. A little sporty. Super comfy. Vejas. What you got on, girl?
All right. So I have owned these in black. They have been on a sneak cam before. However, I'm going to New York and I wanted something to go with everything. I can walk 1,000,000 hours in these and I will.
1,000,000 hours.
Comfortable. I got them in white.
So we love you guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace, love, and bubbles.